Hello and welcome along. Today we are taking a first look at Thuringian Oberland. You can see the name of it here actually, and you'll have seen the name on the title. I probably absolutely mangled that. This is a European map available for PC. It is, well, where I found it was on Mod Hoster. I believe that is the original place for it. This is the 1.3 beta version of it, and so far, all I've done, as always with these first looks, is I have got myself a vehicle to drive around the map on, and I've got it to the Farmyard. So, yeah. And this is the Farmyard. This is where you first spawn in. As with any of these maps that are, wow, this looks like root crop storage in here. The doors aren't working. There's no working doors or anything around here as far as I can tell. We will just head over here and just double check this. But yeah, it doesn't look like there's any working doors on the sheds or anything like that. Which is a pity. I would love to see these maps with this kind of thing. But in general, that's a minor issue. Let's jump into something a little bit faster than us sort of wandering around this farmyard. My initial impression from loading in here is this is an impressive map. This is, yeah, I like this a lot. It's a map that just from having driven around it, I would really like to play, and in fact I think I probably am going to end up doing a series on here. So this seems to be our grain storage area in here, and you can see there's a huge level of detail to this map. It works really well. It's a nice big starting yard as well. There's plenty of space. No space to upgrade and expand the yard, unfortunately. But from the look of it, I'm not actually thinking that there is at the moment that there is a need to do that. There are some of the textures are a little bit basic, and I'm kind of looking at how much trouble we had coming in here. Does this open? You see, this is the thing. No, so that doesn't open. It's I don't know if that's supposed to happen. Whether these doorways in here are supposed to be opening. And you can see there's a little bit of a texture issue here with this building. So it's not quite working right. Looks like, yeah. It would be nice if these doors opened. Look. Could really do that. No indication at all that they do. So this is sort of a little bit of a dead end in this shed. But it's rough around the edges. But then I expect nothing less from a beta. All the basic functions of the map do seem to be here, though. We seem to have all of the shop stuff and all of that kind of thing. I did have a quick look. So we're more complete than the map I looked at on Thursday. The cows, the chickens and the sheep, I believe, are baked into the map. I believe that there is areas for them already. And it's quite... I really like the detail. I mean, we are just driving around the main yard at the moment. And it's just a lot of detail, a lot of stuff to work with. It's just a really good start. I want to explore this further. So let's head out. Let's look at the main map. So you can see all of the sell points and everything are listed on there. Field 6 to the north of us is a field we own. So let's go around this map counterclockwise. Oh no, clockwise actually, I think. So we'll head up this way. Go around the map clockwise and take a look. Heading up to the biogas plant first. What I will point out to my left, to my right, sorry, is this forestry area. Now I did come through this on my way through, and as you guys know, if you've seen my first looks before, I am always impressed by a good forestry area. A good forestry area on a map can really make the map. So we're going to drive through this on our way up. We should be able to cut through the side of the field and head up. Well, we can head up to the Gasthus and then over to the power plant. But you can see there's a lot of detail in this forestry. A lot of work has gone into this, and this is one of the best forestry areas I have seen so far in a mod map in FS19. There's a good path through it. There's a water, so yeah, there's a water fill point there from the pond. And just look at this forestry. This is absolutely gorgeous. This is, as I said many times, you can tell the level of detail in a map by checking out the forest, and this forestry has a load of work has been done on. So I'm impressed by that. That just works really, really well, and it is a beautiful. I mean, it's a beautiful looking map in general, but that forestry just for me ticks so many boxes, and it just looks like a really great map to play with. You know, wonderful views, lots of detail on the road. It feels like a mix between a British and a European map. So this appears to be a pub. Yes, this is a pub. Around the back here, looks like we have a sell point, which we do. I'm not sure what that's a sell point for. We will go through once we've visited all these sell points and everything. We will have a look through the sale page. But yeah, that works out well. So my initially I'm going, right, okay, this is a much more classic farm sim map. This looks like there is space to build farms if you want. Everything is, the fields are not very flat, so you are going to spend money to do that. There's just the trees open up, and there's just so much to look at on this map. That is it's absolutely amazing. Right, so we're going to have to backtrack a little bit to get to the biogas plant, because I've gone a little too far north of it. So that is down there. But it's, you know, this is not a flat map. There's a lot of elevation, a lot of interesting views to it. It's by no means barren. There's you know, every direction I'm looking in really has something interesting in it, which is great to see. I'm really pleased to see that. So we're turning here. Now there's that's interesting. There's something down the bottom behind us, so I might go and try and have a look at that as well. So here's our biogas plant again. The textures on the ground here are a little bit repetitive. Kind of makes me think, similar to Riverview, kind of makes me feel that maybe this is a converter, you know, has been bought up from FS17. It's got a feeling of an FS17 map about it a bit. The textures in general do feel like they're from an earlier version of the game. However, it's not detracting from that. In the same way as with Riverview, it didn't detract from the map that much. Here, I don't feel it's doing it. You know, I actually, in all honesty, I think it's detracting from the map less for me here. So, yeah, we've got something down there as well. I'm not 100% sure what that is. Doesn't tell me on the map. Looks like an animal area of some description. So we might try and find the other animal areas later. And this is cool. A really nice dirt track down through the river. The fact that we've got a train actually says to me that this is at least an FS17 convert. So this could be pigs or sheep, I think, if we can find an area. Well, it's got water and it's got feed. That to me, and it's not muddy, that to me says this is a sheep area. And if we have an area here, yeah, there we go. That is not an unloading area. This is an unloading area. So this, I believe, is going to be the sheep. Yeah, that's exactly what we have here. So let's jump back in our main drum. So yeah, this is the sheep area down here. This doesn't preclude, these being baked into the map, doesn't preclude you putting one up near the main farm if you wanted. I do kind of like that the animals are in here, and I think I'd jump on the animals fairly quickly doing this map. But whether I would put in my own area for them or not, I'm not quite sure. I don't quite know. But it is, it's just a really interesting map to look at. Right, so we've got another roadway up here. I'm impressed by this. I've not seen anything so far that makes me think that this map isn't a cracking map. Now, where we want to go would seem to be up a roadway here. There was a roadway off the side there, but yeah, there's a sell point up here. This is the windmill. So yeah, windmill here. That is a sell point. This will be grain and stuff. I'm looking at some of this stuff, and I'm just going, surely that is a very big barn without its door open. Is there... So that would be my question. There are places on this map where I'm looking at it and going, surely those doors are meant to move. So that would be, if I was to make another minor issue I have with it, I would like the doors on the barns and things like that to be animated. That seems to be a fairly basic thing for a map these days in Farm Sim. This is cool. So here we have another forestry area that goes across the top. So I'm going to navigate through this, and we'll have a look at this. The map is a little bit off. Yeah, we're not going that way. We're going through the middle of it. But again, that is an interesting, good, and workable forest. You know, you could do forestry in here, no problem, and have an interesting and a good and an enjoyable time doing forestry on this map. And I love it for that. And this, actually, we have in here. This must be a wood chipper of some description. Oh wow. What is... Now if there's a control panel, but that would mean... That certainly appears to be a wood chipper. Yeah, here we go. Here's the screen. So this could be our first... No, there's nothing... I don't know if this works. It would be interesting to see if this works. Yeah, nothing coming up on F1. No help or anything like that. So I would be intrigued to see if that worked. That would be that would possibly be a fantastic bit on this map. But it doesn't look to me like that's a working part of the map. It may just be an abandoned old wood chipper. And again, you then come out and it opens up like this, and I just look at the shape of that field. So my only worry about a field like that is a combine header going to have an issue? Some of that looks fairly steep. So there is that. I do worry a couple of these fields may not be wholly workable. Having said that, they do look brilliant. I really like the look of them, but yeah, are they everything in every way that they are this undulating? Are they actually workable fields? Right, so we have in here another sell point, and this looks like it's a beer factory. In fact, yeah, there's. Yeah, that looks like Pilsner. Yeah, so this is a brewery. Interesting that it only has dirt roads into it, but quite like that. So we're now round. We're going to turn to the left and head towards the town. This map also feels big. You know, it's a standard sized map. Wow, that's quite a steep road into town. Good. Interesting looking town. But it's yeah, it's a standard size map, but again, the map creator has made it look quite big. It feels like a large map. Sell point here. This, I'm not sure what this is. Again, we will check what this is later. Yeah, another sell point in here. Looks like it could be wool. Nothing to indicate that though. So let's head back out. And I like the water. The standing water on this map looks great as well. Just these little puddles that are pretty much in the right place. Add that nice little touch to it. So head up this way and ooh, okay. So here's something that is quite telling on a map. That is, as we saw with Review, that is the FS13 shop. So either this is a map that started off life in FS13 and has been converted up a few times, or it's one of those maps that pinched an earlier version. The interesting thing will be to have a look at the state of the textures on it. And actually, they're still fairly low quality, but not half bad. Not bad at all in general. I've seen worse versions of this shop. So that's pretty good. It's interesting. The three of the maps we've looked at so far have all used that shop. And of course that is our shop. So this is, interestingly, on the map, this is marked as a sell point, which is a little bit odd. Yeah, it's the gas station, but it's marked as a sell point. So I'd have said that is one of those small issues with the map. That could do with a little bit of a tweak. We have another sell point up here, so we have a sell point round here. It's like, wow, this is a big one. And we've got a sell point straight in front of us. So I'm guessing that is... that's root crop, and that is a fantastic root crop animation. It's not perfect, but I love that the sugar beet is going up there like that. Over here, this with that burning, I'm gonna guess. Oh, that's bales. So that's a bales sell point. Good sound effect for the fire over there. And then we've got one other. Well, what looks like a sell point, but could be a purchase point. Oh, lime purchase. So that's a lime purchase point there. That's all. I like all of that. That is that's a nice touch. There's some good animations. There's some nice bits and pieces there that work well. So yeah, that is fantastic. I'm really liking this map. So the things that I think could be done to improve on this. Animated doors and animations on that kind of stuff, I think are something it's lacking in a little bit. I think that the textures could do with an update. There's some texture issues, but otherwise, I think I'm pretty happy with it. In general, it's it is a nice looking map. It is a map that appears to be working really well. Yeah, you see, there is... Okay, so, we have a gateway here. This gateway should open. And I think that there is an error in this map. In that the gates don't open when they should. Because while you can get at this sell point, going all the way around here, this looks like a drive-through sell point to me. And you know, the gates that are rusted up, that's, you want to drive through here and out the other side. So yeah, I think there's a problem on the map with the gates not animating open. There's a missing script or something. I'll check the log file after this, but that would be my suspicion. Seems to be plenty of water points on this map, which is good. Now I'm wondering if the train is a train you can actually use. I would have to go and try and tap through it, and we might have a look at that in a minute. But otherwise, this just the field shapes on this map are just really, really interesting. You need a decent sized combine, I think, on this map. I'm gonna head straight on. We have another purchase point. So by the looks of things, the white arrows are purchase points of some description. So rather than using, where do we? Let's be able to go up here by the looks of things. Be interested to know if horses are already built into this map. Yeah. So here we go. Oh wow! Purchase point for slurry. That's nice. So you can purchase slurry on this map. That's pretty good. I'm liking that a lot. That's really cool. Because you can't do that on most maps. So that's a nice feature. Now we're gonna go over up here, and I'm liking these sort of flat roads that are coming off some of these hills and taking me through this stuff. It's really quite nice. And now here we seem to maybe have another farmyard. It's not marked as a purchase point on the map. And yeah, whoa. This Mahindra is quite light. And with my wheels still not having any resistance in it, that's why I seem to be fishtailing all over the place. So yeah, sort of a point for storing stuff away from home, and what looks like a placeables area. So first area where you could build a farm. Absolutely, you could build a farm, and this also absolutely says to me this is a converted FS17 map, because placeables areas certainly towards the end of 17 were a major thing. And whoa, okay, you want to head this way. So yeah, that more than anything says to me this is an FS17 map converted, and it feels like that, and that's not a bad thing by any means. You know, plenty of maps we're looking at that are being converted, and I think with FS19 there needs to be a little bit more care taken. Right, with the converts. So another sell point here. There's a lot to this map. Lots of sell points. I'm liking the huge range of sell points on it. I'm hoping that they have a good variety in what you can actually sell at each of them. So that looks like this is a sell point. I'm guessing. This is the wool sell point. So yeah, this is where you sell wool and cotton, I would hazard. And then if we keep going around here and down here, we want to have one other place, one other sell point, and this looks like this could be almost anything. This could be milk actually, possibly. We will have a look. We'll see if we can work that out when we do the sailing. There is a dirt track. Again, a dirt track leading off here, through here. I love the detail in the dirt tracks on this map. They just go everywhere. It reminds me a lot of Lancey Boys maps where you can just there are sort of dirt tracks that connect the main roads. And so down into here, and we have the garden centre, so we will have sell points for stuff down here. What are they selling? So that's a purchase point for fuel, I'm guessing a purchase point for seeds, and a sell point for manure. Fantastic! There's a lot of detail in this map, a lot of detail. I'm getting a really good vibe from this map, and I think I can only have a go at playing it, have a series on it, because it is, to me, this is a map that absolutely feels deserving of having a series on it. There's the detail in it. There's the playability in it. There's the interesting views in it. It's just a fantastic looking map. Really nice. Right, and up and around here. There we go. And back out onto the main road. So looking at the map, we want to head right out of here because the left is the edge of the map. And yes, so it's taken us 25-ish minutes to go around this map so far. And I'm just loving it. I have not seen a boring view on it yet. Everywhere on it is just really tight, really interesting. Just a really, really beautiful map that's got a massive amount of detail and has a few minor issues. Nothing major that I've come across on this map so far. That is, I believe, I'm going to just climb up the side here. That is a weighbridge. Is this a cow area or something like that? Certainly another possible farmyard. Good place for storage by the looks of things. But no, I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Wait. Yeah. That's interesting. I wonder if those silos are usable, to be honest. I would hope to think they are. They've got, that one's got bales in it, so whether that is actually usable, I don't know. But there's another forestry area. So there is, if you like doing your forestry and farm sim, this map absolutely perfect for you. Will work really well as a forestry map. We actually own Field 8, which is just to the south of us here. And this is taking us back to the main yard. Oh wow! This is a really fantastic early FS19. Really is. Right, and in we go. So this is back to the main farm. We're going to turn to the right, or to the left, sorry. So we've got the cows up here, so if we want to get cows off straight off the bat, we can. That's where the milk comes in. I don't think we have any cows straight off. No. Yeah, so cows up here. Chickens. Now, can we drive out? Chickens are down here. There's our chicken run. Now, I'm interested to see if that's actually something that's already purchased. Because that is sitting... That looks like a standard chicken area. Pretty much. Maybe not quite. But I'm liking that. We've got a fuel purchase point. What appears to be... that's a seed purchase point to here as well. So this must be a water purchase. So there's everything you need is in the main yard, actually. And I'm liking that an awful lot. It's... Yeah, this is fantastic. Right, so let's go park this up, and we will have a look at the sell points, and we will have a look at the and we'll have a look at what there is in the as far as starting vehicles go. We have seen most of them, so yeah, I think that's still got an indicator on. There we go. Right, so let's have a look at our purchase points. Oh, sell points, sorry. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 purchase points. Doing a huge variety of stuff. I'm really quite liking that. We've liquid manure is not available to sell. We actually have, yeah, it looks like storage for none of those, but those are things that aren't stored. We've got 500,000 litres of storage capacity for all of our crops, which is good. As I said, good variety of various bits and pieces. That's interesting. So yeah, wool, the only place that can be sold is there. Same for the cotton. Good range of sell points. that do multiple things. And it's like, that's the brewery, and that will only take wheat and barley. Absolutely fantastic. Really liking that. Let's have a look at what we've got in our garage as well. So, a couple of FendtFarmer 500Cs, a Fiat 1300 DT, a TX32. We, of course, have added the Mahindra, the HW80 trailer, the TX32 header, the Rao Polymag 300 cultivator, the D830 seeder, and an Adco weight. So, enough to get you started on a basic level, to get you planting stuff and to get you harvesting stuff. Absolutely fantastic for the fields you start with on New Farmer, of course, because you don't start with fields on other stuff. There's nothing planted, but that seems to be a grass field by the looks of things. If you turn grass on, yeah. So field 4 is a grass field, but you have nothing to work it with at the moment. Field 6, 8, and 9 are arable fields, all of which have no work, have no crop in them. So those need probably. Let's have a look. They're all cultivated. They all need to be ploughed. So your first crop off there is not going to be very good. But otherwise, looking. That's a good starting position. I'm intrigued to see how much land is. So this will sell. Oh, wow. So the main yard is 95,000. Of course, there's no fields on it. 260. So that's a really good price to buy the main yard. And I'm guessing, yeah, that is fantastic way to price the yards and things as separate entities. That works really, really well. I am very impressed by this map. This map just seems to work well. I just realised we also own field 6. Oh yeah, we own field 6. So 4, 6, 8, and 9. But it's interesting. Field 6 goes all the way up that river there. So there we go. That is basically the map. I'm impressed by this. I think we will have to do a series on this. So watch out for that in the near future. I will get that planned, and we may start that even as soon as next week. For now, though, all that remains is for me to say a thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. And for all the latest videos and live streams from Virtual Farmer, please subscribe to the channel and ring that bell, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.